Lots of orange paint here. Dad and I are going tractor shopping. It's time to get a tractor with a cab. We do need a snow pusher. So we are looking at 3 different brands. We are looking at John Deere, Kubota, and LS. So those are the 3 tractor brands. Now we've had Kubotas the last 2 tractors. We really liked them. The first 4-wheel drive tractor we ever got was a Kubota L3130 hydrostat. It was also the first loader we ever got. So, you know, if you've never had a loader and you get a loader, like whatever brand it is, you're going to have an affinity towards it because the loaders change your life. You start thinking differently, realizing there's a lot more you can do. And then we ended up with the MX5100 because we needed to load semi-trucks of syrup, and the 3130 did not have the lift capacity. And I think our first pallet order was 2,000 pounds, and we had those bolt-on forks that kind of bolt onto the bucket. And I think we even had the truck driver on the brush hog to be a counterbalance. And we had to take the top layer of cases off the pallet so we could get the remaining pallet on the truck, and then put the cases on top and then wrap it on the semi-truck. I'll never forget selling my first pallet of syrup. But we did use the Kubota 3130, and it just wasn't safe. So going forward, we bought a bigger tractor. The 3130 was a 31 horse 3-cylinder Kubota diesel. And then we bought this MX5100, which is a 50 horse tractor. That was a game changer. We put weight in the tires. We love that tractor. It's just time to look for something else to upgrade. And I believe that tractor technology has gotten better across the globe. And I do believe you do pay for the color of the paint. Get a text here. So I'm open-minded. So this is the one we're looking at, and it is a setup exactly what I was looking for. This is the MT573, 73 horsepower. So this has the rear 3-point adjustment. So when you're out here putting your implement on, you can lift it up. It's a manual lever as opposed to a button, which I kind of like. So let's hop up inside and take a look. So Dad got to check this out earlier today, and I kind of want to check it out myself. So let's go in the cab. Fuel tank's here. 3 steps to get up. keys. So, extra set of keys here. So keys are in it. So I'm thinking this works the same. You bring, yep. So tilt steering. What else we got? All sorts of things over here. This is your loader control. So we got high, low, neutral, PTO speed. You got a rabbit snail over here, so that's probably another creeper gear. So looking at the literature, this has like 20 speeds in all, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you've got high, medium, low, and then you have, you know, the creeper gear. But yeah, let's start it up and see what it sounds like. What's the secret here? Something's beeping at me. Maybe put this in neutral. Yeah, let's put it in neutral before we go. It is quiet in here. Snow pusher. I see that it's got self-leveling. That's kind of nice. See if I can do this. Put it in first. Take the foot off the brake. Put it in reverse. See how it works. Yeah, she's got some hop to her. Put it forward. That's good enough for me. I don't want to break anything. Oh man. Oh yeah. I don't think this thing would have any problem pushing snow. So here's your controls. Setting it down. Oh, a little too far. I think he said there's float. So if you push it all the way up, that's float. So if you're pushing snow, you can float it. There's float. So let's see what else we got. It's good enough for me. Shut that off. Maybe there's a parking brake. I don't know why she beeps at me. I don't know. She's beeping at me though. As the sunshade here. Push this will go up. Boom. So you got sunroof. Sunroof up here in case you got a load up in the air. And then you can open it, which is kind of cool. Get a little fresh air if it's a hot day. Let the air out, or the heat out. Things like a greenhouse. It's got enough glass in here. So PTO, rabbit. This is your throttle. And then down here is also a throttle, which is kind of nice. And yeah. Okay, LS tractors. The cab feels roomy. Yeah, it's a nice little tractor. Lots of stuff in here. A little cigarette lighter. I'm always charging phones and stuff. No idea what that is. But you can open all these windows. Yeah, I've seen enough. So, feels good. All right, let's go look at the next one. You like this cute little one?
I like this. For me to change the height of my mower deck, a bunch of bolts I've never changed it.
Did you say it was a bunch of bowl or a bunch of bolts?
Bunch of bolts.
Ah.
You have to take off and change the level, put the bolts back in.
Yeah. It's a cute little backhoe. All right, Dad.
Supposed to know how to start it?
Nah, you don't have to start it. Just hop up in there. So this is the M4-071 Deluxe. They do have a loader for this. All right. So this has the, I'm sorry, I didn't put that up. So step on that button right there with your foot, and that'll make this go up. So you can put it wherever you want. As soon as you let go, it'll stay in place. And then this is your shifter. Yeah. Oh, you pull towards you. So shuttle shift. The one thing that I thought was pretty cool is you got a clutch here that is mechanical, and then on the side of that shifter, see that little gray button? That's your clutch. So you have an electronic clutch too, so you can push that button and shift. And he said you can pretty much shift on the fly. So the radio does not come standard. It does not have the sunshade, but it does have the sunroof. Doesn't look like it's one you could open, but it's so like if you have a load up in the air,
yeah, so
you can see your load. So that's pretty cool. I guess it doesn't have a sunshade, but it does have a visor. What do you got?
Are kind of cool. See,
yeah, these mirrors will come out.
Side, but I guess you could.
Yeah, these are, you can put it wherever you want, I guess. Put these mirrors wherever you want. So it's got the, does this have air ride as well? I think that's what this is. This is air ride, right? It feels like it's an air ride. It looks like one. So air ride cab. This actually has the buddy seat. So it's got the buddy seat for any little buddies. I was wondering if you and I would both fit in here. Let's see. With the door closed. It looks like I'm on your lap. Look. I'm not. I'm in the buddy seat.
So I'm here now. I found you, Daddy. And guess what? I love you. I love you. I love you.
I actually could ride in here, believe it or not, on this buddy seat. Seems like there's less stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if you turn the key, I'm going to turn you around. Turn the key on. Look at the dash.
We need a throttle to start.
Nope. You just turn the key. Don't start it. Well, you know what? Go ahead and start the thing. Let's see how quiet it is in here. But you do need to push the clutch to start it on that. You want to drive it? Put it like in first gear. I don't know. Let's put it in first. It's in first. Turtle. So, yeah, I'll let you do it. Put it in forward, go up. We did something wrong. We don't know what we're doing. Oh, parking brake's on. This guy. Ah, now it'll probably go.
No arms.
Woo, that's fast. There we go. It's pretty quiet in here, isn't it? You don't really hear the engine.
Try second.
Sure. You want to use the clutch there.
I thought you said you push that. Yeah.
There you go. Watch your snowplow. I do like this buddy seat, Dad. This would be good for like training. You know, showing somebody how to plow snow. At least you're in here. I don't think it'd be as comfortable if I didn't have something to sit on.
That could be bent over.
definitely different, isn't it? I'm actually surprised with the visibility in the cab. I do like the orange paint, Dad. I'm a big fan of Kubotas. Yeah, you didn't have to. It's going to be the same speed rear backwards as it will be frontwards. It's pretty cool. Put your parking brake on. I know you don't like those. So, no radio. I don't know. There's a lot. I do like this, though. I like this electronic clutch. It's pretty cool. I'm going to hop out. That's how the buddy seat works. I do like that, Dad. Do you like the buddy seat?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you got a little one, at least you'll know where they are. Okay, so Dad and I just took a test drive of the Kubota M4-D. It's 75 horse. And the things we liked, I liked the buddy seat. I like the electronic. Don't have to push the clutch in with your left foot. You can actually hit the button on the shifter. There's an electronic clutch. What else do we like?
Thought it was a little clearer the way it was. The instruments were set up a little easier to understand, but
it didn't have as much glitter and shiny.
Yeah, but I've never done shuttle shifts, so it's all new.
Yeah. That one, obviously there is a loader that goes with it, but they didn't have it on. So we have gotten a quote for that with the snow pusher, and yeah, so we're just gotta check the John Deere out. And these are the 3 primary dealers near us, so we are going with the dealers that are local. So we got to look at the John Deere at M&R, and that'll be the 3. You know, pick 3 or get 3 quotes, and then pick the one that you think fits the best. So, anyways, let's go look at a John Deere. It's getting late. You can see the sun's going down. I tried to get here while it was still sunny, mostly because anything that I learned this when I was selling stuff on eBay in college. You had to take pictures on a sunny day because everything looks better in the sun. So I learned that in 2000, 2001, 2002 when I was selling. I used to sell a lot. I put myself through school selling Gravely tractors and Skag mowers on eBay. And I learned take pictures on a sunny day. So it's kind of unfair that I'm getting here. I am actually at M&R Power Equipment in Hermitage, Pennsylvania, and they are, let me turn you around. They are a John Deere dealer. They're also a Kubota dealer. However, we went with the incumbent, so we worked with Bortnick on the Kubota purchase in the past, so we felt, purchasing the Kubota from our previous supplier, it was the appropriate move. So looking at them as the Kubota opportunity here in this whole tractor evaluation. So we're gonna work with the M&R on the John Deere option. So let's go take a look at it. All right, here we go. John Deere 5075. Look at these tires, man. All the way around. Get a shot of the John Deere here. This thing's sweet. So this will have a loader on it. Oh, yeah. So it is definitely quiet in here. And then you got controls up here. I like the interior by far. This interior in here is the coolest. So this must be where the radio goes. And then over here you have heat, defrost. But look at this thing. I don't know how it opens. I don't want to break anything. Yeah, I don't even know. So, what do we got? Move it back and forth, which is nice. Actually having it. All right, let's try it. Oh yeah, this thing's super smooth, man. It's like a freaking... That's super smooth. By far for a start, that's super smooth. Well, there is no sunroof. There's definitely things I like. Man, this is a nice tractor. So, who doesn't like green paint? It's American, even if it isn't. So these guys here at M&R, they're great, good people. Sales team's knowledgeable. They, I got to check out that 5075. It's a really cool tractor. Things I noticed that I liked. I felt it started, like as far as like when you put it in gear, start moving, it's not herky-jerky. Like it's smooth, like it doesn't like throw you back when you start it. There was only one door, so you could only get in on the left side. So the passenger, or the passenger, there's only one cockpit there, but you could get in on only one side. So the left side of the operator was the only place there was a door. The interior was like that camel, like John Deere, like it was like a camel color, which is kind of cool, like more of a lighter interior. It did not come standard with the third function remote. It only had one rear remote. There was no way to move the 3-point hitch up and down from outside the cab. But they do have a loader for this thing. I always liked green paint. I always thought, you know, John Deere, it's American icon. Really like the tractor. What else can I tell you? I think it only had 1-speed PTO, so I'll have to check that. So I'm going to look at all the, but it was the most similar John Deere tractor I could find within where I live. So, you know, 73 and something horsepower. But yeah, we'll put everything together and, you know, make a decision. So let's go take a look at everything. So just as a reminder of why we are evaluating buying a tractor. Our Kubota MX5100 is a great tractor. It's been good to us. It lacks a little bit of lift capacity for where we are as a business right now, where we are as a farm, moving some heavy logs around. We certainly wanted to upgrade loader capacity, and it's just from a safety standpoint. What has driven this is we are looking for something to push snow in our lot as we get snow and get really heavy. It can come down very quickly. We live off Lake Erie in the snow belt, and there's a lot of snow that can accumulate in an hour. So there are times where last year our snowplow guy had to come 3 times during the day, and he, like I said, he's not doing it this year. And then some of the quotes we got, I'm sure they were fair for where the market is. It just looked like, hey, you know, we certainly could justify things all day to ourselves. But where I'm at with the snow pushing or snow plowing is we can handle that work ourselves between several of us, and then have the tractor for 7 months a year, 7.5 months a year to lift heavy logs onto the mill, brush hogging, just extra work around the farm. Now, these are utility tractors. These aren't compact tractors. These things are meant to do farm work, plowing, disking. They're not, you know, they're utility. They're a little bigger. So we went from a Kubota L3130, the Grand Series, introduced us into Kubota, having a loader. That met its capacity. Then we went to the MX5100, and that has hit its capacity. Both did great for us, and now we're just looking for the next size up for the type of work we're doing now with a grapple, just moving logs. I want to do that safely, and that's kind of how we got here. So I wanted to give you some numbers. The LS MT573, that is $50,700. The Kubota M4-071, that is $67,691. All three of them are right around 73 horsepower. They're about the same, all three of these tractors. And the John Deere 5075 is $59,239. So that's the comparison between the three. Some of them have standard equipment that the others don't. It's really difficult to try to get exactly the same things. I don't think it's possible, nor do I think I have the time to really get it down to a radio, like which one has radios, which one doesn't. Like, I just don't have the time. But that's kind of where it's at. What would you do? What would you do given the numbers? And if I missed something, please, if my dad and I really missed something big, as far as I can tell, one of the things that is a big difference is that Kubota has the electronic, hydraulic, power shuttle shifter right out the button, right on the gear handle for shifting. That's different than what the other two have. The third function is standard on the LS, not standard on the John Deere. The John Deere, you can only get in one side. There wasn't a 3-point adjustment in the back. There was on the LS. I believe there was on the Kubota. But all the way around, all three of them are solid tractors. Yeah, I guess, what would you do? Let us know in the comments down below what you think and where you think we might have missed something big. I really, don't tell me after the fact. Please, let me know ahead of time. So, hey, thanks for sticking around, and we'll catch you in the next video.